Hello, everybody. Chance Reynolds here. Today, I'm going to take a look at a tutorial on how to use threads. Everybody's obviously very interested in threads. There's a lot of like people out there that are shaming people for coming out with content around threads so early. Don't listen to that. Get into it. Let's take a look at just like an overview of a tutorial. I haven't watched this yet, so this will be a live reaction. This is a live video. If you want to interact with me, you can shoot me some questions in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer them. I don't know if this is going to be good or not. I'll tell you my thoughts. Let's take a look.
Threads is a new app that Instagram released, and it's a text-based conversation app. You could still share photos and videos on there too. Threads is basically the direct competitor to Twitter. So you could actually follow other users just like other social media apps. You could also follow public conversations, and you could also post to it as well. And on your social feed, it will show you things from people you follow, as well as recommended content from other creators. Your post could be up to 500 characters long, and you could have links, you could have photos, and you could have videos up to 5 minutes. That's very useful. And they made it really, really easy to get started. You just have to have your Instagram account, and you have to be logged into the Instagram app. You could do it on your iPhone or your Android. So to get it, all you have to do is go to your profile page. This is one way to get it. I'll show you a second way in a second.
Yeah, so we didn't actually, my wife and I like just created our account or like migrated our account, whatever the hell you want to call it, because it's connected up. If you have an existing Instagram, you can connect it up to your existing Instagram. If not, you can create a new account to use it on. You can have multiple accounts. I know that because on the Instagram app, you can have like unlimited Instagram accounts basically. Typically. So yeah, you can do more than one account. You can be more experimental. If you're working multiple niches, you can do it like that as well.
Click the three lines right over here. And as long as you have an update on your Instagram app, you will see this option right here, which will pop this up. And all you have to do is press this option and it will bring you to the App Store. The other way is just go to the App Store and you could search for Threads and Instagram app.
And there's like already like imitators in the App Store. At least there were last night. So just make sure you get the right one. I just went directly through the app. I don't really use Instagram honestly that much. So there's not like a huge advantage to me like being on Threads because you can like transfer over your followers. I'm hoping he'll get into that.
And it's available on iPhone and it's available on Android. So I'm going to press open after I download it. And here's your homepage. And basically, it's going to let you log into whatever Instagram account you're logged into with the Instagram app. So it's going to use this new app here. And you could switch accounts. So if you have multiple accounts, you could go ahead and do that. Again, you do have to be signed into Instagram. It's going to use all the data from there to transfer this over. I'm going to click my username. On this page right now, it's going to ask you to, if you want to bring your username over, and you could import directly from Instagram, or you could skip this and set this up later. I'm going to go ahead and import directly from Instagram here. So the link here, the bio, and the name all get imported, and I could go ahead and press next. Then you could choose to be public, or you could also have a private account where you have to approve followers to follow you. I'm going to choose public. And it says, do you want to?
I've never known the play on having people actually like have to request to follow you, as far as like business purposes, at least. You don't see a lot of people do that on Twitter. I'm actually not sure if that's even an option on Twitter.
Follow the same accounts that you follow on Instagram. So all these accounts I follow on Instagram, so I could follow them using this app as well over here, or I could skip here. And then it's going to tell you how this all works. And I'm going to say join Threads. I'm going to allow for notifications. So this is the homepage of Thread here. You could basically scroll down here to refresh the page, but on the homepage, you will see the different posts. Again, they could be from people you follow, or they could just be suggested posts here as well. Over here, you could search for different people. So you could go ahead and search and follow people that way. So if I want to follow people, I just have to do that, but you could search their username up here. This is where you would compose your own thread. So this is where I would type something up to 500 characters long, and I could go ahead and post that. And then over here is basically,
I saw the little attachment button on there. I don't know if like you can attach like Google Docs, something like that would be pretty interesting if you could attach that. It's probably just like an image or a video, something like that. But if you can attach other things, that may be pretty dang useful.
basically all my notifications. So I could see all my activities over here. When people reply to me, mention me, they're all up here. And then this is my profile page over here. I don't have any posts yet, but my posts and my replies will show up over here. I could go ahead and edit my profile from this page. So these are all the things that got imported. I could still go ahead and change any of those on that page. And I have more settings options up here. So if I want to change my privacy or any type of account setting, that's all.
Yeah. So the app is almost exactly like the Instagram app. I'm not like huge on Instagram. I don't really use it that I get streaky on there, and sometimes I'll get traffic from Instagram. But yeah, the app is like functions exactly the same way. It looks the same. The buttons are in the same places.
Available over here. Let me go ahead and interact with a post. So I'm going to just look up Instagram, basically the company that makes this app. And if I go over here from a profile page, I could press follow here, or if I'm following, I could unfollow. So that's a very easy option over here. With any post, I could press like, I could go ahead and comment on it. This is basically a share option, so I could repost that on my own profile over here. And this option lets me send it as a message, for example. It also lets me send it as a tweet, basically outside of this platform. If I press this, it's going to open up Twitter here. And I could share the link from here. And I could add it to my story too. So they're kind of blending this a little bit with Instagram as well. So this brings me into my Instagram app. And I have some privacy options with anyone over here where I could follow or unfollow or mute or hide them as well. Now, let me show you how to compose your own post here. So you could just type over here, and then you could go ahead and press post. You also have this option right here that allows you to basically add photos. So you could select photos. It will pull up your photos over here if you give access to any one of them. So then you could post something like this by just pressing post over here, and anyone could reply to this post as well. So let me go ahead and press post, and it's posting. If I go to my profile page, I should see my very first post over here. And then anyone could press like, they could comment, they could go ahead and reshare this or repost this here.
So yeah, unfortunately, no Google Docs getting attached there. Yeah, and I don't know, like as far as the descriptions, what the plays are on hashtags and stuff yet. The posts we've made haven't like gotten any traction just quite yet. And we used like our regular hashtag strategy, which is not much of a strategy. It's just general hashtags essentially.
And they could go ahead and share it from the share icon. And you could also share videos too. So if you wanted to share videos, you could go ahead and post videos just like this one. And then it's going to let you post it just like that. And I'm not going to leave anything on top here. I'm just going to press post, and it's going to post it just like that on my profiles. So this is a text-based messaging app, but again, you could post photos and videos as well, and they will all appear on your profile page when they're done posting. Now, you could also go ahead and tag people. So if you use the @mention sign here, you could mention different accounts, for example. So this is a very common thing inside of different social media platforms. You also could change this setting. Anyone could reply. Now, this could also be changed to people that follow you. Only those people could reply, or only people you mentioned. So they could only reply if I choose this option over here before posting it. On your profile page, you also have this globe option right here. Those are your privacy options. So to make your account private, that's over here. Here, anyone could tag you by default, but you could change this to profile you follow, or no one could actually use the mentions. And you have some other privacy options that are useful. So you could add hidden words, so those won't appear on your account. Your block profiles, anyone you block from their profile page will show up over here. Let me know what you think of this new app. I'll see you on the next video.
All right, cool. So yeah, Threads, it's the new kid on the block. It's definitely something I would recommend people get into. Don't listen to these people that are like, oh, marketers ruin everything. They're already on Threads, like trying to teach people how to do stuff. Just if you know how to do something and it solves a problem, go out and solve that problem for people with Threads. So you can be rewarded. I was in a position where I was this close to having like seriously the first course out there on ChatGPT when that first launched. A buddy of mine, Richie, and I, and we kind of were like a little timid to put it out because it was so early. And then like 20 courses came out the week after we could have launched that were teaching, similar stuff to us. We could have been the first ones out. Don't let that happen to you. Get out there, get in front of Threads and in front of this, big trend that's happening right now. Don't let the naysayers like tell you that it's too early. Get out there, do it. Love you guys.